What's good, YouTube?
So today we'll be reacting to Rixian's
OM NAMAH SHIVAYA.
and what does that mean, Tenshi?
It has something to do with Hinduism, Hindi prayers.
Hinduism and Hindi prayers. I see.
It has something to do with it. I didn't say that the name.
No, so you're trying to say it applies only to Hinduism and Hindi. Interesting. Actually, Om Namah
Like for
Shiv-
prayers.
Yes, for prayer. And since you have mentioned the word prayers, do you think it could have been made into a song, like before we start today's video?
Well, it depends, because there are religions in which, for example, in America, in certain churches, like for example, I'm not being racist, but the black people churches, they usually sing with the prayers.
Especially since Tenchi has said the word black is essentially racist.
Exactly.
Okay, so without any further jokes, let's start today's video. But before that, shout out to Rixian Mohal and shout out to Josh RG, Revesh Ramchan, Rich Ritisha for being the first two people to be liking and commenting. And also shout out to Mr. Rajiv Bandhu. He's one of the first teachers who have subscribed to our channel, Tenchi, which makes it quite impressive.
That's good. Lightnings, it's raining something. I really like the effect with the circle. It's like with what we use with the Havichaya.
Most probably have used that itself.
You should ask your friend what did he use.
You ask?
Now it's piano again. The piano solo.
You know, lots of instruments like piano solo. In fact, any drum you get will know it's a piano.
But they wouldn't, be able to select the solo. Also, I noticed that there was like on the bottom, the title was also moving with the beat of the song. So,
Yeah, well, it will be moving because this is called effects.
Yeah, wait, I was noting that it was a nice effect. That is called a critique.
Very nice. So as you can see, guys, Tenchi nowadays is challenging me. So yeah. So how far you have seen of this song, Tenchi? What would be your comment on it?
Well, it sounds good. For the beginning, for the first half of the song, actually. It's a bit lacking in instrument, but that's understandable since prayer songs also don't use much instruments, like one or two instruments. They use like three.
Yeah, and also it reminds us that Rixian is those who are in this group, they are plus minus about let's say from 16 to 20s, which is quite good, I'd say, because indeed they have got the talent, and I'd say talent is what we guys also were looking for. We have got talent, and we are reacting to talent also nowadays, which you might have seen. And yeah, so as far as I have heard it sounds much better than the other type of prayer sound. But obviously this is just like it's a kind of remix. It's not exactly meant to be used in prayer, so it's like for an entertainment purpose.
Now it's more hearable, the prayer part.
Oh, I know which app it
The bit has changed.
is. So basically, the application is an AV Player Pro. It's not the light one, it's the Pro one, which is why you can see there's many more effects than the light one.
Mm-hmm.
And the background effect, this one I know how to do it on the AV Player Lite. Was the other type of effect, well, the others, this is why it's called AV Player Pro, and it is paying in fact. So
There are more features.
yes, in fact there's more feature which is why it's paying, and I guess this is what all of the producers are using, because as you can see there's more designs and more stuff and stuff like that, and this might explain why you see the effect is nice, because well, had we had the 3D sunglasses and had them made it 3D, it would have seemed like these particles and stuff are coming out, whereas in our ones it doesn't really seem like that. And the Vishnu beats, I mean the logo,
The logo.
no, not the logo, the shape used, this also available in the AV Player Lite. So if you guys want, better download it and try to use it. It's not difficult to use, obviously, because if a noob like me has understood and an idiot like Tenchi has learned how to use it, so why not you guys can use it? So yeah, up till now, what have you understood in the song, Tenchi?
Oh, it's repeating Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, and yeah, now the beat was mostly the same for the 3/4 of the song, and only now it is like it has changed. You know, it's a lot more like a trap beat.
Yeah, but it's like I said earlier, it's a mainly a remix. It's not exactly the prayer song which you listen. It's more of a remix because, I think this is what makes beauty in it, because I mean, like, I would not really expect to have seen a prayer song being used as a remix and as a form of entertainment. But I guess since they have done it, I think it's quite possible. What about you?
Well, I appreciate the creativity behind it. So as I said before, I really appreciate the hustle, the effort that went into producing this, because it's not easy to make a remix out of something like a prayer song, because there's not have much going on rhythmically or instrumentally. So yeah, but I would say that I actually preferred this previous song that we did Mayday in comparison, but it's still good. This one. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say the same. But in fact, making a remix overall itself is difficult. Like there are applications which are made to make the remixes easier, but they don't really make it easier, because the real remix which they are making is like deep inside the instrumentals itself. It's not the outer beat. Like the apps which we can use, well, we don't really use them, but the apps which are available on Play Store, you can just slow it down. You can do like minor changes, but the one which they're working, it requires real technology, real effort, real time, real everything. With that being said, guys,
If you like the video, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel.
and if you guys can give us more ideas, we'd like it. But remind us that we have just got a nice comment of trying to do a dance video. So what would you suggest about that, Tension?
Maybe when we get better at dancing. For now, it will be very difficult, but maybe in the future.
Until then, guys, take care. Goodbye.
Bye.